This is a 79 CJ7 mom and dad picked up from a fella that's had it local for years. And I guess it's been over the Yukon once or twice. So some hardcore Jeep and stuff. It's got a straight 6 in it.
For the second owner.
Second owner? Yeah.
I bought it brand new and drove it from California all the way to Yukon.
Yeah. It's seen some use. It's got these aftermarket-y steel units for rockers down here, and a little bit of body rust. You know, she's floppy, but runs really solid. Fun little Jeep. This is the carburetor for it. It's been cleaned and gone through now, I think twice. It's it idles, but if you throttle it up and drop off the throttle, it bogs and dies. So we've got the instructions, a rebuild kit. This has been through the chemical dip, and we just need to go through the assembly process and drop it back on and see if it's working now.
It's the large ball, not the small ball. Large ball.
That's where the large ball goes? Did we have the small ball in there?
No, I haven't done anything yet.
Ah. Okay, floats are in. Accelerator pump springs there. And most importantly, we got brain juice, so we can't fail. Okay, we're working our way through the sheet. We got this whole bottom assembly done, all these top pieces here. Now we're working on this part. So we just did the small ball, next is the gasket for the Venturi assembly. Okay, we're into the top half of the carburetor now. This part's a little bit complicated. It's got various little things going on here. Right now we're working on these guys. So this, it's not a, what, I don't know what this shaft would be called, but this shaft, number 30, oh, it's got a name. What is it? It's called the pump shaft. That makes sense. Pump shaft. This 31 slides onto there and has a screw in it, and then this other guy, 32, which actuates the little air valve in here. What's it called? 32 is called the pump link. Are going on next. That's what we're looking at here. We kind of didn't really know what we were looking at, but now this screw goes through this housing, and then this guy goes on and the screw goes through there. So we missed that. I'm gonna put it back in. Third time's a charm. So the last challenge is this little swing arm here is what fits into the hole on the accelerator pump, which I just broke there. And in order to slide that in, the whole assembly has to be able to move back and forth. So we pulled the two screws out, pull it out, fit that back in, and we can reassemble it. This part was pretty tricky. It's adjusting the gap on this, what is this thing called? The idle metering, the metering rods? The pump? I don't know what that thing's called. Anyhow, the this Allen screw here can be adjusted, and this plate here and here, this gap needs to be 35 thousandths. So we had it at a 1/4 inch, so that was wrong. Brought back into 35. Hopefully that'll help. The top part of the carburetor was looking a little bit warped and janky, so now we're trying to plane it so we'll have an even mating surface with the gasket. We've gone to adjustment phase 2. Everything's back out, and we're filing the whole thing, trying to get this nice and flat. Don't know if this is really a problem, but it can cause issues, and might as well do it while we're here. So, Dr. Dad is cleaning it up right. Bit of a fight to get the top end assembly in. It's just a lot of monkeying around trying to get the metering rods to go in where they go, but also make sure this little green lever that lifts the metering rods up and down, its little feet are in here properly, but that you don't actually take the black piece that opens this vacuum. It all has to go in simpatico, you know what I mean?
goes there.
That can go there. Carburetor's fully reassembled, except for we've got the top of this off so we can kind of visually check what's going on. Dad's going to throw a ground on the electronics choke. Theoretically, we got all the linkage back where it goes. Everything seems to actuate, moves freely. So we are going to drop this on the Jeep and fire it up.
Yeah, we got the whole family here to see what happens.
Then we're going to dump the clutch and do a mad burnout and see if this thing's got a posi in it. So be ready. Here we go. Dad waited until we got the carburetor fully assembled, and I declared that we were going to do burnouts before he told me that. The last time he took the carburetor apart, there was a bunch of water in the fuel. So that's the actual problem. We need to drain the tank and start over. It's broken. So burnouts next time. Peace out. Mom's Jeep, phase 2. Carburetor is assembled and ready to go on. Just pop this up. Everything's kind of disassembled and ready for us to start putting it on. So Dad and I are going to get this popped on and have a look. Okay, carburetor's assembled. I found all the pieces that go to the top. First step is going to be to unload all of the fuel out of the tank. We believe water got in there because when we pulled the carburetor apart after rebuilding it last time and ran this thing for a little bit, there was water in the bottom of the carb. So a little electric fuel pump. External tank, fire that up and let it grind while we get working on putting the carburetor back on. There we go, installed pretty much. Put a new gasket on the bottom. It's got 4 little nuts for these studs with lock washers. Of course the hardware is it's fascinating. It's all chewed up and there's got like bigger ones and smaller ones. And the way I remember this, some of these kind of tighter tolerances. Dad's doing science, and I'm tightening stuff down. Pump, 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 pump. You hear the noise happening. That's what we're looking at. Some bad fuel coming through. That's not gonna work. Oh, we got Mom out here now. Mom's Jeep. Mom's supervising. She says, guys, what's going on with this? The fuel pump is supposed to work into the carburetor, not into a tank. That's not helping anybody. Is that right?
That's what I said, yeah.
That's not actually the real problem. The real problem is when Dad was standing right here, I kicked the tub over while I was screwing down bolts and let the fuel just pump onto the concrete.
Uh-oh.
And then he made a stern face at me like, that's not what you do. That's not
right. Yeah.
how you should do it. And I dropped 2 nuts twice down into the go find it game, but no harm, no foul. Got all of the nuts tightened down on top of the carburetor. Dad's still pumping the fuel. I'm gonna cinch them up a little bit more, make sure everything's nice and tight, and we are getting ready to fire it off. Pops is routing a new vacuum line from the intake manifold up to the brake booster. We've got the linkage for the carburetor. Just push, maybe? Yeah, push. Push. Back installed. 5 down, 5 to go? Or how much do we figure is in there?
I have no idea.
5 down, 5 to go. I'm putting my bet on that.
Looking clearer now.
That good?
Yeah, there's also some bubbles in there.
Okay, vacuum line going on. Electric choke. Oh, it's stiff. Okay, that's back on. This guy goes. Does this little guy go down here?
I don't know. It goes into what? The choke.
There, maybe? So this
It
is.
open, but
Oh, it's just a vacuum port. This is the one that runs the vacuum advance.
Yeah.
And this is tired but not ruined. Should we see what the oil's telling us?
Yes.
What do we got? I think this oil stick is over here. A box of goodies. Holding all the electrical stuff. Hold that. Where's the... There we go. Good enough. Okay.
Dirty. Is it time for an oil change?
Yeah, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Plenty of oil. It's not low. Clean it pump's coming off. Got all the wires hanging out here. Those are disconnected for now and just kind of set aside. And then we're going to get the piece that hooks the fuel system up to the carburetor out of the box, which is this little guy here. And it'll be time to put some fresh fuel in it. Fire it up. Fuel system installed. I think we're ready to crank this and fill the bowl. I don't know if that's supposed to do something, but... Well, final piece of the puzzle now is the electronic choke isn't quite closing the choke plate. So we're going to pop this off and give it a bit of an adjustment to get that to close. All right, ready to give it a go. Still haven't filled the bowls up, so it'll take a little while to crank. Bowls should be filled up. I hear it squirting. Oh, that was a lot of fuel. Yes, sir. I hear a vacuum leak. Carburetor. Mom, your Jeep's back.
Artie did this before we got it off.
It was gonna die. good.
Boat anchor.
My motor?
I don't know.
What? Why would you say that?
Well, we're calling it at least a runner again. So I don't know if I captured on video what happens, but it would have a high idle and then you'd romp it and it would die even when it was warm. And that problem seems to be fixed. We don't know if it was fuel or carburation or what the deal was, do we? So we gave the carburetor a good cleaning, we flushed the fuel system out, and it seems to be happy. We'll start running it around now that it's spring and see if we can identify any other issues. We know it's got electrical gremlins. Sometimes all the lights and stuff will kick off. So we're looking at that down the road here, but back on the road. Choke stick. We might have to do some adjustment work on that.